So placing your left hand onto the bar. We're not using anything, no resistance bands just yet, okay? So just focus at the moment, squeezing your thighs together. Now remember what we were talking about last time, how we were saying about sexy butt and ugly butt. Remember the difference between that. So we're going to start with the ugly butt. So you really want to focus on squeezing your glutes together, okay? So you're lengthening your tailbone down, all the way down. You almost feel like you're rotating your pelvis forward. Now, with your abdomen, you're going to suck in the belly. You want to really push your hips as far forward as you can. Roll the shoulders back so you don't feel like you're collapsing. You're rolling the shoulders back so you're lengthening and opening the chest, but the pelvis is tucked under. Now, this is also to support your muscles around this area and just to, you know, support your lower back, because the more you push back, the more strain you put on your lower back. So you really want to feel like you're pushing your hips forward. Just basically feel like you're squeezing your butt together. Squeeze those glutes and you'll all be fine. Now you can naturally, when you squeeze your glutes, you engage your thigh muscles because everything is linked, okay? So if you want to, you know, take your hand out to the side, if you're holding a can, grab your can. Like you see, I've got ankle weights on my wrist, so I'm going to stay here. I have already a weight on my wrist, so that's fine. So we're going to start just with some bends. So we're going down and up. Now every time you go down, really feel those toes pressing into the floor. And when you're coming up, just remember to squeeze your belly, sucking in the belly, and you're drawing the legs up. Now I said last time, it's a little bit like the feeling of like sucking water up from the ground. You know, you're sort of, so you're sucking up the water, but you're also sucking up all the muscles in your legs. So you're engaging all of your leg muscles, your glutes, and we're gently warming into the legs. Okay, so don't neglect your breathing. So normally we inhale as we lift, exhale as we come down. Now obviously depending on how fast you're moving, I don't expect you to be breathing like a train. So take your time with your breathing, just breathe whatever feels naturally for you, but just don't forget to breathe. And obviously you're engaging your belly, so it is a little bit harder to take in those deep breaths, because quite often in yoga we do speak about keeping the belly relaxed and allowing the breath to really inflate into the lungs and then move down into the belly. So just be mindful of your breath. Take as big a breaths that you can, but also really remember to engage your abs. You're engaging your core, okay? So keep breathing and stretching. Really feeling all those muscles engaging. Now from the bend, we're going to stretch the legs, we're going to go up onto the toes. So stretch and down. Again, breathing in, sucking in that belly, nice and tight, squeezing the glutes, feeling the activation all the way through the legs. And when you're coming down, you really feel like you're pressing that floor away from you. So you're drawing up and then you're pushing down. You feel the calf muscles really engaging, squeezing, pinching. Just take your time here. Now really focus on when you're coming up onto your toes, where it's important to have a bar here to rely on. Make sure that you're not completely, you know, check out your feet. You don't want to be rolling back, okay? So you want to make sure that your feet are lined up, that your ankles are steady, which is again why it's important to have a bar here, so you maintain your balance, you maintain your alignment. Because if you start to roll back onto the feet, then you can really hurt your ankles. So just be mindful of the way that you're lifting into the toes as well, okay? A couple more. Now from here we're going to go up and then we bend and press the feet down and up, squeeze, lifting up, bend the knees, feet down and lift, up, bend the knees, pressing down and stretch, lifting up, bend the knees, pressing down and stretch, suck in your bellies, nice tight bellies and squeeze, up, bend, press it and lift, up, bend, press and lift, up, bend, press and lift, one more, up, bend, press and lift. Now bring the arm down, rest for a moment, go back to your small little bit, mini plies, bend and stretch, bend, don't forget to breathe. Now we're going to take it out to second position in ballet, which basically just means your feet are a little bit further apart, like so. I'm going to do the same, okay? So bend and stretch, taking the arm up this time to fifth position, so above the head. Bend, stretch. Now breathe, don't forget to breathe, tucking your pelvis under, sucking in your belly, growing tall, open the chest, and And don't forget to really squeeze those legs as you're coming up. Squeeze the butt. And up. Down. And up. Down. And up. Down. And up. Down. And up. 2 more. And then we're going to go up now onto the toes. So bring your feet in a tiny bit. Still nice and wide, but a little bit to make it easier for you to go up on the toes. So we're lifting up and down. And remember, really pushing the floor away, squeezing into your calves, feeling those muscles activating, lifting onto the toes, pushing the feet away, pushing through the arches of the feet. Don't forget that arm, it's reaching high, it's reaching tall, sucking in the belly, engaging your glutes all the time. Up, down. Now we're going to go up onto the toes. We bend, press, and stretch. Okay, now we're going to speed it up. So we're going up, bend, press, and lift. Up, bend, press, and lift. Suck in your bellies. Up, bend, press, and lift. Up, bend, press, and lift. Now we're just going to pulse. Little bends, pulse, 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 pulse. Taking the arm down, rest. Rest that shoulder. Place a hand on the hip if you want to. And 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now relax. Shake the legs out a little bit. Woo! Nice little warm up. Hope you guys are okay. Now, we're going to go to our tondus, but we're going to swap over so that we use this arm, because we've done this whole exercise with this arm, otherwise we're going to have killer muscles on this side and nothing on this side, okay? So if you want to turn around, then turn around. I'm just going to swap to my convenient little chair here, and we're going to go to our tondus, okay? Now, tondus mean to stretch. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to cross the foot over, as you can see my feet, cross the foot over so you are in 5th position in ballet, but just basically bring your heel into contact with your toe, okay? And then you just try and squeeze your feet together as much as you can. Now you really want to feel that squeeze. You're engaging all up the legs. You're squeezing your glutes, zipping the legs up nice and tight. So place your hand either on the hip, or if you want to work out your arms, take it to the side. So exercise, what we're doing is we're pointing to the front and close, point to the front, close, point to the front, close, and then we're going front and lift, point and close, and then go to the side. Closing in front first, to the front, close behind, to the front, point, lift, and close, and then to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, lift, and then to the side, etc. You kind of get the point. So, grab your resistance band, if you have one, if you want one. Now you're going to place it quite far up on the legs, so mid-thigh, okay? So here we go. Now I hope mine stays up, because this is a bit of a rubbish band actually. Don't buy the ones from Flex Fit, they're rubbish. Alright, suck in your belly, nice and tight. So inhale, lift the arm, and to the side. Ready? Collect yourself, squeeze your glutes. We're going to the front, close, front, close, front, close, front, lift, front, and close. To the side, close, side, behind, side, in front, side, and lift, toe to the back. Going 1, close, 2, close, 3, close, 4, and lift, and close again, closing behind first. Side, in front, side, behind, side, and lift, close it in front. Going again, 1, 2, growing through the chest, lift your chest. And 4, lift, point, and close. To the side, closing in front, behind, in front, and lift, point, down, back. 1, 2, suck in your belly. 3, 4, lift, point, close to the side, closing behind first, in front, behind, in front, lift, and to the front, other side. Take it over to the other side, exactly the same. Take a breather.